So I told my friends that I made this hair by myself and they're doubting me. So I want to show them how I made this. Meanwhile, this was when I was pregnant. So you will see the finished, the new one at the end of this video. So what I do is first I prep the hair. Then I start by cutting the back, you know. Then I go to the front and cut. I'll make sure that it's very neat. Okay, then I weave. I do same till I weave all the, so it depends on the style that I want to make. So for this I want to make a twist, so I weave the hair until I weave it all. So I'm going to be using blush hair attachments. So I start from the first weaving. I cut into different parts. So with this, it's going to be very easy for me to make the hair without interruption from the hair, since I weaved it earlier. So I do same. I continue, make sure that it's very neat. I follow the line. So this is it. Process. I make sure that it's very tight too, because sometimes when you try to hold it, is very weak under. So I make sure that I hold it very tight. So twist. So because it's long, I have to put some parts to hold with my mouth so that it will be very easy to complete it. So as you can see, it is neat. So I continue. Okay. Holding it from the bottom is the most difficult part, so you have to hold it very tight. So here you go, you twist, you twist, you twist. So checking to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Okay, yeah, it's coming out nicely. See who showed up in my camera. So I was making the hair and she said, Mommy, come and make my hair. I want to make my hair too. So I said, I promised her that I will make her hair when I'm done. So bye bye. I'll make your hair, okay? All right, let's continue. So continue with the next line. You see that because I already weaved the hair, it's easy for me to just loose and start making the hair. So with this also, if I want to do something, maybe I want to take a break, I want to eat or drink water or take care of my baby, I don't have to worry. My hair is not rough. I can just cover and continue with what I'm doing. So I just cut. Very easy. See? Yeah, making sure that I'm following the line. If it's not neat, I cut out all the parts that is not in line. Okay, it's coming out nicely. So let me tell you how I started making my hair by myself. You know, in school, you're thinking of how to pay your rent, how to pay school fees, how to also look beautiful in school. You know, sometimes the money, if especially if you're the one that does not have enough money, okay, you're not born with a silver spoon, you tend to make life easy for yourself. So sometimes I don't have money to make my hair, and I don't want my hair to look very rough, you know, while I'm for lectures. So one day I started by making my hair I started with weaving. I weave all back, you know, and it was looking nice. So one day I wanted to go somewhere and there was no money to make my hair. So I just sat down. I started by doing that pick and drop. So I made the hair. It was very fine. Now everyone was saying, your hair is very fine. Oh, who made it for you? You know, some of them I told them, I made it myself. They didn't believe me. They say it's a lie. You can't make your hair by yourself. Are you a witch? Do you cut your head off your body to make your hair? How possible? You know. So I said, okay. Another time I had to make braid by myself. It was very, very beautiful. So that was how I started making my hair by myself. But sometimes when I don't have time, I don't have chance, I go to the salon. You know, when there's enough money, I go to the salon, I make my hair, you know. So that's how I started making my hair by myself. And anytime I make my hair, it always comes out very, very beautiful. And I always like it. To the extent that if someone makes my hair for me, it will be very difficult to appreciate it because it may not be as beautiful as I want it, or it may not be what I want. So sometimes I will carry the hair for just 1 week and lose it. But if I make my hair by myself, I may carry it for like 2 to 3 weeks. So we're making progress. Yeah, it's looking nice. So we continue. So making the front, you have to make sure that it's very neat. You cut it very neat. And when you are adding your attachment, make sure that you're holding it very firm, so that it will look very neat. So as you can see, the back. When you're making the back, when I'm making the back of my hair, sometimes because I don't make too much use of mirror, I use my mind's eye to cut. So if you can use your mirror, it's very easy to cut too. But since I already cut and waved all the hair, it's easy for me to just get a nice and clean cut. You can see it's looking nice at the back. See, that's the essence of pre-cutting and weaving. So it will give you a very clean style. Okay, so we're making progress. So almost done with the hair. So I have to forward the video because it's too long. Here you go. We're almost at the end of the video. Very soon you'll see the finished products. Okay. So you can see how taking my time to pick the front to make sure that it's very neat. Okay. So we're almost at the end of the hair. You can see that it's very easy to make your hair by yourself. Just weave, cut, and braid if you want, then twist if you want to. So it all depends on the style that you want. So any style you want, you can cut it, the style, and begin to make your hair. But if you are the type that doesn't mind if the hair the remaining part of the hair will disturb, just go ahead and start making your hair. But for me, it's very easy for me to make this way, easy and faster for me. So here you go, almost at the end. So now that I'm done with the front, I proceed to the back. This is where I apply my mind's eye. So I cut. Pretty easy to make. I hope those my friends now cannot believe that I can make my hair by myself, and it's very easy for me to do. See, the back is very neat. So with my hand and my mind's eye, including the mirror, so I cut and check if it's neat, if I'm following the shape that I want, and I go ahead and attach my attachment to the hair. So here you have it. Very easy to make. It's pretty easy.